All right, here we go. Week 2. It's interesting when you reflect back on the game Saturday, and you come into a practice of normal down and distance or first and second down. You try to put it in perspective for the players. And so, in a day where 76 of the plays run by the offense were first and second down plays, a defense that were minimal in 53 total plays had 43 plays that were first or second down. And so the multiplicity of what has to be covered in this day is huge. It's a tremendous amount of work that we have to expose them to, knowing that in the next day you move to that carryover, but also with a third down emphasis and the different facets of the game, of the field that you work through the duration of the week. So a Tuesday is a huge day for us to get ahead, to expose our student athletes. They come in on their own on days and really do what we talked about at the beginning, take ownership of this team. It was a beautiful thing while we were upstairs game planning to see our student athletes on their own time, on a voluntary base, in the meeting room, getting a glimpse of this Baylor football team. That's championship football team. That's a championship effort. That at least gives you a chance because you're trying to be readily prepared for that opponent. I thought that carried over in today's practice. I thought our guys flew around, had energy with much effort. A lot of mistakes on this field today. What usually happens on a Tuesday practice just because they're exposed to so much in a first-time practice session.
Frank, this Baylor offense, is this one of the best offenses you're going to see this season?
I think so. I think their quarterback is very talented. I think they're extremely fast and talented at a receiver position. One returning guy, 1,900 yards. The other guy has over 6 catches for 75 yards. 3 backs that at one point have been the starter. An inexperienced offensive line that comes back in totality. A defensive front that's very formidable. You're talking about 16 of the 22 offense and defense that comes back to this unit. They're a talented team. They're a very good football team, and we'll have our work cut out for us. But we'll work diligently to put ourselves in position to play our best football.
Coach, you talked about the depth on the defensive line. Were there any individuals who flashed on film who stood out?
Yeah, Jalen Haynes was dominant throughout the game, and it doesn't always show up in the score box. But his pressure, his pursuit, his ability to change the line of scrimmage to be disruptive. King Newton had an outstanding game from an inside standpoint. Off the edge, I thought there were multiple guys. Of course, Lorenzo Dantzler had 2 sacks. I thought when Clarence Hicks got in, he was disruptive. Solomon Wise played well. Eric Banks played well. Jared Macklin played well. I thought that unit as a whole did very well, and there was not any drop-off when the next ones went in.
When you have so many guys like that, is there a challenge to keep them all happy or to get them into a rhythm of playing regularly?
I think, when the buy-in is right, I think when they're selfless enough that they enjoy seeing the guy next to them go in and be productive, it bodes well for our team. And right now, we have that right chemistry, that right camaraderie, where those guys enjoy seeing other guys go in and play well. So we're not having those issues, thank God.
Frank, when you go on the road, you also learn something about your team, right? Not only on the field, but just in the preparation, getting there, acting the right way, so to speak, and all that.
Yeah, all of that counts. It matters, and how to travel like a young pro, that it is a business trip, their demeanor as we make our way there when we get to the hotel. And, we do our very best to prepare those guys for that moment. We have a lot of veteran guys that's been with us for some time that understand the expectation. And the reality for us, even a home game is an away game because our stadium is not on campus, so we travel downtown. And so I thought we did a very good job of understanding that and being responsible and mature, taking care of our responsibilities.
I hear it a lot in basketball, Coach, surviving the emotion on the road of the first few minutes. Yeah. When you go into a Big 12 football environment, do you pass along that message at all? Let's just try to get through the first little bit or understand and survive that emotion?
I think, the beginning of the game, there'll be a lot of excitement. There'll be cameras. There'll be packed capacity, I would imagine, 50+ thousand that'll be in there. And we prepare them for that moment. We play crowd noise, their fight song, all that good stuff, so that they're prepared to know what to hear when they get there. But I think it's no different, even if it's a home game. It's the early jitters that you got to shake out and before you're ready to go, whether you're home or away.
It's going to be the hottest part of the afternoon. Is there anything you have to do to get them ready for the heat of that 3-hour grind?
Here's what we've told our team. It's going to be UTSA weather. Whatever it is, it's our type of weather. We're in San Antonio, man, on this turf. And so we're prepared for it. We'll hydrate, we'll rest, we'll have the right nutrients in our bodies, and we'll go control what we can. And the weather is something that we don't talk about. We embrace it, whatever it may be. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Frank.